your head on my shoulder.
What's up, you guys? It's Gianna, and in today's video I thought it would be super fun to share with you some of my favorite crafts. Not very crafty, but when I do find a craft that I like, or to make something for the shop, I get very invested in it and I try to make it sort of my craft, so it comes across very unique and very individualized. That's just kind of what I enjoy. Spiritual decor is very beautiful, and even if you aren't somebody who practices every single day, it's kind of funky to put in your room and kind of just makes light of, you know, the changing of seasons. The three crafts we're going to be doing today are a portable altar, a feather fan to disperse incense and energy, as well as a pre-solstice flower mix in a vial. Okay, I'm gonna show you the elephant in the room, which is my hands. I have just been beating on them lately, like I'm covered in a rash, everything, because I've been preparing for a shop update as well as just took off my acrylics, so they're literally like stubby stubs and I just can't even, so please ignore that. Whew, I'm out of breath, had to go run and get some things. The things you're gonna be needing today, this is our first item. This is terrarium moss. Any moss works, whether it's fresh or dried. This I already have because, you know, I have a reptile, but it's pretty easy to find anywhere, even craft stores. So we're gonna be needing moss for multiple aspects of the project. I'm trying to make this altar love and money based, so the next thing you're gonna be needing is either $1 or a penny, depends on what you wanna put in there because we're gonna keep it in there. Some type of candle, and again, we wanna fit this into a small box. The main focus here is we want it to be usable. This isn't just a trinket thing that we're gonna keep on our side table. We wanna be able to actually use this. So find a big enough box, make sure your candle can fit in. This one is a tea light. I obviously make these ones, but you can also find something like a chime spell candle. This one is orange. It's really good for success and breaking barriers. Next, I want you to intuitively pick out a small crystal. This is the one I've chosen. This is just a beautiful labradorite with really, really nice shine, if you catch it right. Now we want to have some type of cleansing of some sort, maybe a charm, maybe something like a smudge like this. This is just a leaf of sage. You could use lavender or really anything that calls to you. And last but not least, we're going to be using something to contain an oil or a blessing water of some sort, and this is just a perfume vial. It's Egyptian style and it fits, it's cute. Literally use anything that you have, apply this, and this is going to act as your protectant. So I'm grabbing a little patch of moss and I'm going to start filling the area. Feel free to glue this down if you feel more comfortable. For me, I kind of like it all to mesh. I'm going to just be putting in our crystal. I like the moss because it adds that earthy grounding effect. Feel free to fold your dollar any which way. I know some people have a particular way, but I just like to, you know, fold it towards myself because we're attracting that abundance. And then I just tuck it in the side here. As you can see, we have a super simple portable money altar. Easy as that, and it looks adorable on your nightstand. The next thing we're going to be creating is our feather wand. This can be used in ritual, or it could simply be used to clear energy. The next thing we're going to be doing is collecting a raw stone. This is just a tumbled mix bag that I have, and it has everything listed on here. So they're a bit dusty if you want to clean them off. We have amethyst, labradorite, septarian, rose quartz, green opal, desert jasper, blue apatite, red jasper, petrified wood, yellow jasper, and chrysoprase. And I chose this amethyst. The point of it being raw actually ties into the crafting fact because it's really hard to connect crystals without special glue. And here I'm just going to be using hot glue. So with the raw factor, it actually like binds much better. And that's why I highly recommend. So if you have one of those, that's best. If not, I'd recommend something like this. These are just small amethyst pieces. They're chips and they stick pretty easily. Some wrapped hemp, and you could get any color you like. I just think the natural looks the best. Now you're going to be needing some type of rod. This is actually a long bamboo stick that I've cut in half. I literally cut it in half because I don't have any wood cutter by stepping on it. So if you could find a twig outside, that'll work best. But you want it to really have that flat edge because that's going to give us some advantage to stick everything together. Finally, I feel like everybody always has a collection of feathers, so this shouldn't be too difficult. I personally create these for the shop. I'm not going to show you exactly how I create them, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a simpler version. These are goose feathers. They are sourced ethically and no harm in the making. What I like to do is first start on the end. I create a little divot and then I will apply pressure and wrap it a few times just to really start the end piece. As you can see from splitting it the way that I did, and you might have to do, there are sharp pieces, and towards the end I want you to cap it with some glue and it'll kind of create a circular base so it's not sharp to touch. Really what we're gonna do is just wrap in an upwards direction as tight as possible. So I'll speed this up for you guys so you don't have to watch. Around here is where I'm going to want you to stop and start adding the feathers to the wood so we can secure it even better. Direction doesn't matter with this. I want you to focus more on your intuition and which way it tells you to apply the feather. So this is fairly secure. I'm going to just continue wrapping now. I think I like pretty much at the base right here. Just doing a large glop of glue. I'm just adding the flattest part and allowing it to close itself. Pretty simple. It's kind of nice. It's very top heavy, but we're going to add more glue on the sides to connect that. We're sticking. It's going to be a little hot. Alright. And I'm trying to make it a bit circular, just because that's what I like. And it's as simple as that. We have now made it to our last decor piece. This is a pre-solstice flower vial mix. Now you could doctor this up or down to create kind of like an offering or a bath salt or an incense blend. Mainly we want everything to look pretty nice together in the vial. These can be used even as a spell jar. It's totally up to you. What you're going to be needing for this is one vial. These can be found literally anywhere, but I got mine on Amazon. Some type of flower. This is just a bundle of lavender, as well as some forget-me-not flowers, which we're using here again, some herb, as well as resin. You could use frankincense resin, you could use dragon's blood, you could use sage like I have here. I'm also using some calendula. Again, all of this is really to be doctored up by you, but these are the herbs that I like. They're very calming, so I think this blend or this spell vial, this solstice celebration is going to be focused on the peace of summer. Also using some salt that we used from our little altar. I'm gonna now put in a layer of crystal. And for good luck, I'm going to be finishing off with yet another dollar, as crazy as that sounds. Now this decor can be left at an altar, out outside, by the bedside, or used in a magic spell. But it's as simple as that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very simple, but I figured crafting is really soothing and fun, especially during these times. And I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did.